So I have a alleged loan, and I had sent to the alleged creditors a debt validation letter. So I sent it out, and I put in there that if they transfer or sell the loan within the 30 days without them validating the loan, then they would have to pay X amount of dollars. So they transfer it 3 times, and now what they're doing is the last person is garnishing my check. So now I want to, and I had everything notarized, and I sent certified mail. So now I would like to go on the offense and file a complaint. But I'm trying to wonder what steps do I take to file a complaint? Where do I file a complaint? And then how do I go after their bonds?
Wow, this guy definitely has never listened to my show.
They're not going to have it in no 3 minutes. I'll tell you that much.
First of all, there's no such thing as nobody wants to hear a complaint. Nobody's going to care about a complaint. The first thing that you said is if you sent some sort of letter, they transfer, sell, da. Yeah, well, if that's not written as a provision in the original contract, you can't modify what the original contract, what they wish to do with it, unless you stipulate it before you underwrote the document that you signed for that loan. Now, if you wrote in the loan the very first day that you got the loan, say, oh, no, I'm going to put all these clauses and conditions and all these, exemptions in there. I'm going to say, well, you can't transfer, sell, da, without my direct consent. Now, if you sign the loan, you have to live with those terms and conditions of the loan. Now, if you come up with a great idea, you know what? I'm not going to let them sell it. I'm not going to let them do this. I'm not going to let them do that. And if they try to do that, I'm going to do this, and this to them. Well, the court's going to throw you out laughing at you because it's not part of the original conditions of the contract of the loan.
Even though I never had a loan with them at all?
I thought you said you had a loan.
It's an alleged loan because I never contracted with whoever sent me a letter saying they wanted to collect money from me.
It's a holder in due course. You never heard of the holder in due course?
No.
Okay, it's just very simple. I'll do it really quick. Say Popeye and Pluto and Wimpy. Okay, we'll do Popeye. Popeye's a real nice guy. Okay, he's getting tired of being dicked around by Wimpy, who says he'll gladly pay him Tuesday for a hamburger today. So he says, you know what? I don't want to go and break Wimpy's kneecaps, but you know what? Pluto will do it. Pluto will bust up Wimpy good. So you know what? Pluto says, hey, you know what? How many notes do you have there from Wimpy? How many IOU notes do you got? It's like I got $1,000 worth of IOU notes. Pluto say, hey, I'll give you $20 for all of them. Popeye says, great. I'm just grateful to see Wimpy out of my face. You know what? Go collect $1,000 of notes any way you wish. And that's what Pluto's doing. He's going to go bust the guy up. He say, hey, you owe Popeye $1,000. I got $1,000 worth of notes on you. It's like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? I'm going to do the same thing I told Popeye. I gladly pay you Tuesday. Oh, yeah? No, you know what? You're going to give me $10 grand. $10,000, yeah, that's interest, pays, fines, and penalties and fees. So if Wimpy knew the law, Wimpy'd say, well, how much did you pay for that damn notes? So Pluto could only collect $20 because that's only Pluto's got put into it. So Pluto only got $20 vested into that interest and that notes. That's all he can collect. So that's the easiest way for you to do it. See, Angela, I didn't answer that question. You just find the debt collector. You find the person who's collecting, and you say, hey, I want to see how much that you paid for these damn notes, how much you paid for this loan. You got to tell me exactly how much you paid for this, how much that you got into it, because I only have to pay you what you got into it. I don't have to pay what, the notes read. I only have to pay what you have into it. And if you go to my website, broadmind.org, there's a funny video on there that explains the holder in due course rule. And then, like I said, it's whoever bought the paper, whoever bought the note, whoever bought the IOU, technically, legally, lawfully in law, he can only collect what he's got into it. No man can claim more than his due. So if you borrowed $10,000 from me, I can't claim $10,001. That'd be usury fee. That would be a profit on my fellow man, and I can't make a profit on my fellow man. I can't charge you a usury fee. I think it's even in the Constitution you can't do it. So I can only claim what's due. Now, most people don't know that's unlawful and illegal to you charge people fines, penalties, interest, and all that other stuff. That's unlawful. You can't do that. But most people don't realize it because we've lived with it our whole entire adult lives that, well, they're going to charge me a fine and interest rates and penalties, fees. No, they fucking can't. They can only claim what's due. They can't ask for one damn dime more. They can't do it.
And when you say you can only claim what's due and what they've got invested, so you're saying like a third-party debt collector pays, what, 50 cents on the dollar for a debt.
That's all he could get. That's all he could get. Not one dime more. He bought the note. He could claim what is due. That's the party. That's the holder in due course rule. I mean, that's why I got that funny video up there. It's a banjo music. It's a guy in a rowboat. I mean, it's entertaining. It's a cartoon. And almost all my stuff that I'm doing, I'm trying to find people who could put it in cartoon forms like that because people love watching cartoons.
Now, even though I asked them to validate the debt and they didn't, in
they have to. They have to validate it. They have to validate it. Well, it depends on what you claim what validate means. It's not so much validate it. To me, it's saying, okay, bottom line, how much did you pay for that debt note? How much did you pay for that? How much did you pay? You don't have to say validate it. How much did you pay? Show me the receipt. You must
right, so I requested that along with the cusip numbers and everything else, and I didn't see anything.
Instead of using all that fancy, ridiculous cusip, because cusip is such a tiny part of the financial structure in this nation, it's minuscule, but people always go cusip. Cusip is just a little tiny organization out of Texas. It's tiny. It's not as big as you people think it is. So get away from that silly nonsense. The big thing is just to say to these financial institutions or these third-party debt collectors, show me how much you paid for this debt note. Show me how much you paid for this loan. Show me. Show me how much that you gave. 10 cents on the dollar, 90 cents on the dollar. Show me. And I will compensate you everything that you got coming to you. Not one dime more, not one dime less. I will give you everything that's owed. And then once you give him that 10 cents on a dollar, he has to relinquish that note to you. He has to give you the IOUs. Just like Pluto, Wimpy, and Popeye. Once Wimpy gives Pluto that $20, Wimpy could get the right to take those $1,000 worth of bills, $1,000 bills, back in his possession. Pluto's got to turn them over, even though they're worth $1,000. He only paid $20 for it. Wimpy gives him $20. Pluto's got to give him $1,000 bills back. Oh well, that's the law, and every damn judge knows it. You guys don't know it because you're too busy watching, whatever, and you're too busy studying cusips and ridiculous nonsense like that you don't have to be studying if you just knew the simple basic law of this land.
So if I requested how much it's supposed to be and they don't respond, then what?
They will respond. Well, obviously, they will never respond. Bob and Susie and Billy might, but unless you know somebody named Susie They or Bobby they will never respond. There's no such thing as a they. You got to get these silly pronouns out of you guys' minds until you live a simple lifestyle and stop.
So I sent it to the chief financial officer of the company, and
okay, you're right. You go talk to Bob, who's the chief financial officer, the CFO. Okay, you talk to Bob, the CFO, and you can say, "Hey, Bob, I believe you're the CFO. How much did your company invest into this note, this loan, this debt that I owe to Bank of America? How much did you invest? How much do you have in it? How much did you pay for it? What do you got coming to you?" He might say that he bought the note flat outright, or he might say he's going to collect a portion. He didn't buy it, but that he's got he's a third party in the debt collector, but he's actually working as a contractor for the bank, and he's going to get 10% of whatever he collects. He could also go down that route with you. That could be an option. He could be a contractor.
So I already did that, and I gave the chief financial officer 30 days to respond, and I received nothing at all.
Okay, so you said you're right. You didn't write to Bob. You wrote to the CFO. You didn't say
but
Bob.
I put their name in there.
Yeah, whoop you do. You got to say, "Hey, Bob, I believe you're a man. I believe you saying that another man. I owe you a debt. How much do I owe you, Bob?" Did you write him a note like that? One syllable words? No, not you, man. No way in the world. No way in the world you stuck to one syllable words. No way. And like I said, when the judge in England said, somebody called me up from England, he says, "Holy shit, Carl, you're absolutely right." I said, "That's right, but right about what this time in particular?" He says, "Right there in the middle of trial." He says, "I started doing this common law spiel, and the judge told me, stop right there." The judge said, "If you want to play this common law, and I think this is what you want to do, I think you're trying to move on to common law." And he said, "Yeah, you better stick to one syllable words. You start using these fancy legal mumbo jumbo 2-3 syllable words, you're going to lose your court really quick. So let me give you advice," the judge said to this man. "Keep it to one syllable words. What do I owe you, Bob?" That's how you have to write your letter. Yeah, none of this cusip, none of this crazy nonsense. What do I owe you, Bob? Okay? Once you start learning how to talk to each other man to man, holy crap, you're going to start laughing your ass off when you realize how simple this shit is. man to man. Simple.
Okay.
You're making this way too effing complicated. See how other people are watching Dancing with the Stars? You're just getting way too damn complicated for your own good. You're wasting too many years of your life on stupid shit that you need to know.
Okay.
Yep, just keep it simple. Say, hey, Bob, how much do I owe you? I believe you're in charge of this company. I believe you're the Dr. Frankenstein behind the Frankenstein, and you're the creator of this little monster. This monster is stepping on my life, and I'd like to know what's it going to take to get your monster off my back. How much do I owe you, Bob?
Okay.
Just talk to Bob man to man, and you'll see how amazing this works. Like I said, my uncle was the president of a bank, Banco de Ponce. Now he's the vice president of Visa. My mom was a Fed, tax auditor for years. I talk to them just like I'm talking to you. They're not monsters. They don't got two heads. They're not green. They're normal people. You talk to them man to man, you can't believe how easy the magic happens. You can't believe how well they talk back. But you start talking to them all fancy mumbo-jumbo bullshit, you watch how legalese they'll go up on your ass.
Okay.
They'll lawyer up on you in a heartbeat. But talk to them man to man and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty simple. Say, hey, your little monster's causing me harm. I'd like you to back that monster off. What's it going to take, Bob? Talk to me, man to man. What's it going to take? And you'll say, holy shit. These guys, like I said, who did that? That basketball player from Chicago, Malik Dixon. He said he was writing to the Secretary of State for years. He said he never got an answer. I said, duh. The Secretary of State don't have hands, fingers, and toes. I said, how about we talk to Joe, the Secretary of State? He said, what? I said, let's write a letter. So I wrote a letter. Malik mailed it on Monday. He called me up. He says, holy shit, Carl. I got a letter back from him on Wednesday. I said, gee, wasn't that fucking amazing? I thought you said the Secretary of State never wrote you back. He said, that's right. He didn't. That's right. Because you were talking to the Secretary of State. How about talking to Bob next time? And how about we talk to Joe and see how fast Joe responds? He said, shit. Joe said, I got your letter Tuesday, and I'm responding back to you today. He's like, holy shit. He said, I got the letter back from him on Wednesday. I said, yeah, ain't that amazing? And you're in Chicago, and he's down in Springfield, Illinois. Ain't that amazing? You got a letter from all the way from Springfield back to you in Chicago. You mailed it on Monday. You got it on Wednesday. And he read the letter on my show. And everybody does that to me. Said, damn, we wrote to the minister in province, and we said, hey, Joe, how you doing? This is Bob. And they wrote a simple letter, 2-3 sentences, boom, done. Don't write any of these freaking novels. Don't make it one page. Nobody wants to read no one-page letter. I mean, when I get a birthday card, I just want a birthday card that says, happy birthday, good luck next year. I don't want a birthday card with 3 or 4 sentences, and I don't want a whole damn birthday card with a whole damn page of written crap. Just give me a damn birthday card that says, hi, happy birthday, happy 50th birthday. That's it. Don't make me read. Don't give me a birthday card with a whole damn page of crap on it. I don't want to read this shit. Nobody wants to read anymore. So make it simple. Hey, Bob, you got this little corporation, a little creature, little monster heroes running around here, man. There's really stepping on my world, stepping on my life. What do I owe you, Bob, to back this monster off? But make it nice. Don't be an asshole. Just say, hey, what's it going to take, Bob?
So if I send another letter like that, you think that they will stop garnishing my check?
Well, like I said, you have to start with a simple letter saying, hey, Bob, are you the CFO of whatever? I'd like to hear from you soon. Hope you have a happy holiday seasons and, Merry Kwanzaa, whatever. And it's amazing. It's funny. Some guy in Canada did that last year. That's why I brought it up, because the guy, he put like snowflakes on there. I said, hey, man, that's a good touch. Why don't you put like some snowmen on there, maybe some like Santa Claus flying on a reindeer? He says, okay, lose the snowflakes. I said, no, I'm not being sarcastic. No, I'm serious. They will remember that letter for the rest of their freaking life. No. This is how you talk to them man to man. This is how you get to them on a man-to-man level. You look at them like the way you'd want to be looked at. You talk to them the way you want to treat your mom. Like I say to people, my mom worked for the IRS. If the stuff that you people are sending to these IRS agents, if you were talking like that to my mom about kicking your teeth, you're talking to somebody's mama like that. You've got to be nice. That might be somebody's mama named Karl Lentz's mom, but I'm going to find you on to kick your teeth. You've got to be nice. You don't talk to my mama. Don't you threaten my mama. Just because she's an IRS agent, don't you? She's still a woman. So when I get people to understand, look, you're still talking to somebody's mama. You're still talking to somebody's brother. You don't talk like that. And when you start talking to these people like as a man, as a woman, you will not believe how they'll remember you and how they like, holy crap. And they'll pass the letter around and say, holy shit, look at this letter. What did you get? Oh, my God, that's too funny. What do we do? I don't know. I never got such a nice letter. Is he killing us with kindness, or is this guy for real? I don't know. So it just makes them like, what the fuck do we do with this? And that's the way I do it, man. It's just killing with kindness, man. Just killing with kindness. They don't know what to do. They know how to do with all that other crap that who's ever teaching you all this other crap. They know how to deal with that. They just lawyer up on you. But talking man to man, they don't have an effing clue. They're like, what do we do? I don't know. He seems like a nice guy. I don't know. Is he for real? Or is he just bullshitting us? Is this a trap? Is this what? And that's what they're doing it to them. Man, I just love it because they have no idea where this is going, especially when they start committing extortion and communicating threats by saying, if you don't do this by this time, I'm going to do this. Oh, good. Now I got you. I got proof of extortion. Oh, lovely. So I'm talking to IRS Agent Gambino. If I don't pay you this amount of money by this amount of time, you're going to do this to me. Oh, thank you, Mr. Agent Gambino. No, my name is Susie Cupcake. Susan Cupcake Gambino. Yeah, But you just committed extortion, honey. You just threatened a man. You said if I don't give you a certain amount of money by a certain amount of time, you're going to take my car and break my legs. Yeah, well, I know what a Gambino is because my sister married one. So you're a Gambino.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
All right.
Thanks, Karl. I appreciate your time and for coming on and sharing all your energy and
yeah, it really was just bail. I was just going to say, look at my picture of the lady that I went to Washington, D.C. for the other day, and we established her on court, which I guarantee, like I said, once you guys realize what I did, you guys won't, like, holy crap, And
I want to see her.
It's like Rosa Parks sitting on a bus, like you actually got a black lady to get her own court established in this country. Yes, you understand what that means. No, not yet. That's right. No, not yet. It's like that black lady who sat on a bus seat for the first time. And I'm like, so what? Yeah, well, you guys don't see if she falls. But she's part of worried that.
I want to find out. I want to know. I want to be updated on that case.
Yeah, but part of me is worried that she's just going to take the child and go. If they say, look, she's got us, she's got us for the short ones.
You're fading out. Are you on the computer now?
No, not yet. But what I'm saying is I'm worried that the lady, they're just going to give her back a kid. And once they give her back a kid, she can't move the court anymore. The court's over. Because you can't claim any more that's due. And the other thing that's due is her kid. So once they give her back a kid, if they say, this lady's got us she's got us in check. She doesn't have us checkmate, but she's got us in check. And there's no way out. This lady's going to control this court. We're all going down. So part of me is thinking that they're just going to give her back a baby and say, look, we'll give you back your baby, but you got to do this, 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 this. You got to do this, 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 and this. And she's going to say, oh, you're just afraid because I got my own court going. It's like, court? Your own court? Oh, please. We're not worried about that. We just realized that, you know what? We had you we had you confused with another woman. No, you're a nice lady, but you know what? You still have to let us do home inspections, and you still got to do this, but and we'll give you back your kid immediately. And I guarantee she'll say, sorry, Karl, I just want my kid back. I don't want to do like you did for 6 years just to prove a point. I want my kid back now. So she gets her kid back. The court's over. Now she can make a claim for compensation for them taking her kid, but she's going to have to open up a separate court for that. Right now she's just making a claim for the property. Now she's going to make a claim for the damages. Well, that's a whole other claim she's got to file. And then they're going to see that one coming, and that one's going to be a lot harder for her to get through. So a part of me is thinking she's just going to get the kid, and everybody's going to be like, yay, Karl, you got another kid back. It's like, damn, no. The kids are a dime a dozen. Everybody gets a kid back. That's not the big trick. The big trick is to actually have a court, move a court, and control the court. That's the fun part. Get the governor in there. Get the man who's acting as the attorney general in there. Get the man who's the commissioner in there. Get the man who's the sheriff. Show people that these public servants can be called into your court. And then I'm sure if they say, just give her back a kid. She's a nice black lady. She's a nice little black kid. You know what? Dime a dozen. Who cares? Just give her back a kid. We'll go get it on the next kid. We'll promise the foster care parents adoption of the next kid. Whoopie-doo. And it's like, lady, I know if she takes the kid, this whole showing people how to move the court and how to get the man who's acting as sheriff, the man who's the governor, strip them of their titles and get them to stand into your court as a fellow man and hold them liable for what they've done to you and your child and your property all this time, that would be amazing to watch. And I'm sure they're going to realize, holy crap, just like they did with Jonathan and Jesse, And Jessie she was the last one to talk that day. She pointed and said, I was robbed by that woman, and I ought to either restore my property. And the judge said, don't you want why she robbed you? And she said, I don't care why, robbery is wrong. If you jumped over this bench and raped me, rape is wrong. Wrong is wrong. Do your job. Stole my property. And the Crown came out the next day when judge went in recess that for the rest of the afternoon. The next morning, the Crown said if they were scared, who wrote this? And then Jessie was like, well, she wrote it. And it's like, you know what this means? It's like, you got to give us back our property. No, that's not what it means. You got to give us back our children. That's not what it means. You realize what this piece of paper says? She's like, you just got to give us back our children. No. Well, the Crown prosecutor said, well, whoever wrote this, tell them we're scared shitless. Okay? And when do you want your kids back? Because what I wrote for that lady has nothing to do with getting her child back. Okay, yeah, great. You're going to get your kid back. But you really know what you're holding in your hand. And Jessie didn't understand what she was holding in her hand. And this black lady, I guarantee she has no clue what she's holding in her hand. I know what she's holding, and eventually, like I said, the judge explained to the Crown prosecutor and the 20 witnesses, the 5 cops, the social workers, the guardian ad litems, the lawyers for the other kids. He explained when he went into recess, you understand you're all accessories after the fact of a robbery. I have to report every single one of you people as accessories to the crime of robbery. And they removed all their affidavits from the case file, all the cops, everybody. They removed everything from the case file. It's that powerful what that lady's holding. Now, you guys are like, well, she got a kid back. Whoopie-doo, that's one kid out of millions. They're going to keep doing it because a million women are going to have to learn how to open up their own courts, which is going to be impossible for me to do. Just teach a million women how to open up their own damn court. But if one woman could show how it was done, the media is going to pick up on it. They're going to be like, what did you do? Did you just summons the governor? Did you just summons the sheriff? Did you just summons the attorney general? Did you just summons the commissioner? No, I summons the man who acts as a commissioner. I summons the governor who acts as a commissioner. I can't summons the governor. That's impossible. I can't summons the attorney general. But I summons the man. And the people on TV are going to be like, yeah, we've seen all these fancy people coming up to this courthouse. In your courthouse? No, not my courthouse. It's the district courthouse. It's my court. I'm the Molinera court. They all had to appear before me. What? Yeah, it's my court. They had to answer to me. Why? Who are you? I'm a woman. What does that make you? Pretty damn powerful, I think the Constitution says we're like the sovereigns and you're our subjects and our servants. And yeah, I think you have to answer to us. We're like kings here, every one of us. Really? Yeah, and you're public servants. So, yeah, and I explained to them how the law of this land works. So, see, what she's holding is extremely powerful. I think she's just going to be happy to get a kid back when she doesn't realize what she could accomplish and how many people and how many, like, black kids she get let free if she just understood and really cared about other people other than herself, which I guarantee she doesn't. I guarantee she just cares about getting her own damn kid back. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm different than a lot of people because I could have gotten my kids back. I could have blinked my eyes and got my kids back. That's how simple it was to get my kids back. They just wanted to get my kids to hell back to me so I'd let the state of Alabama alone. I said, oh, no, this fight ain't over. I said the same thing to my kid the other day. I said, look, this fight isn't over. I said, I haven't hugged my kids yet. I haven't kissed my kids. I haven't bonded with my kids. I've been here since March. I said, kid, this fight ain't over. As far as I'm concerned, you're still in Alabama, and I'm still fighting. I said, I'm not giving up. I said, this ain't never going to happen again. I said, not while I could do something about it. I'm going to make sure this ain't going to happen again. I'm not going to get comfortable. I'm not going to play daddy. I'm not going to hug you. I'm not going to kiss you. I'm not getting involved with you guys. I said, I still got to fight. I said, once the fight's over, I'll come home. But until then, I'm still fighting, kid. I ain't giving up. I said, I got things to do still. I said, so my kids understand. Like I said, my brother said to me, hey, we woke up one Saturday morning, your kids were watching you on that big screen TV downstairs on YouTube. I said, yeah, they watch me more on YouTube than they see me living right next door to them. So they said, they know what their dad's doing. So like I said, I hope this lady understands, the power she has and what she can accomplish. But I think she's just going to be happy to get a kid back and go on with her life. I really do. And if they give her a little bit of pocket change, she's definitely going to bail. But
well, make sure you clue her in on what she's got.
I try to, but people, when somebody tosses you, somebody tosses you a bag of beans and say, here you go, here's $1 million and here's your kid. That's what they offered me. And my sister said, take the money. And I had to put the phone on mute, and I told my sister, would you shut the F up? I said, this ain't about the money. I said, they're going to keep doing this. I said, you don't understand. This is pocket change then. The state's worth $38 billion. I said, that's what they even have in the books. I said, stop. This is dropping a bucket to them. This means nothing. You know, what about all those other kids they got that they're doing this to? I said, no. No, it don't end this easy. No, we're not just going to get paid off and walk away. I said, it ain't over that easy. I said, we got to make I got to make them understand that you got to stop doing this. This is just wrong. You guys know what you're doing, and this is just evil. This is just cruel. So it gave me a reason to do something else other than just, worry about watching Dancing with the Stars and watching the kids play soccer. So it gave me something else to do.
Well, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing it. I'm sure a lot of other people are glad you're doing it also. You've taught us all a lot.